Okay. There, we're starting. Now I actually told you for once.
Oh, the first time in a long time.
Now I've actually told you for once. Like, oh, hey, now we're starting the official recording, and I don't get to just catch you off guard.
What is that called? A cold open?
A cold open, sure. I mean, this is still technically a cold open. We haven't done the intro yet.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. But like literally right before we started, you were just talking about borrowing the interface and trying to do some vocal covers.
Yeah, hang on real quick. I just opened up my Google.
Okay.
And I've been watching a lot of Survivor Man.
Okay.
I can't. My wife is she's in Colorado. She's visiting her brother.
Right.
And I've been watching Survivor Man. And I think I was watching the one where he was in the Arctic tundra yesterday. Okay. And man, he went like 4 days without eating.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I was like, dang. Like this is the longest I've seen him go without eating, at least in the ones I've been watching recently.
Mm-hmm.
And he set out seagull traps.
Mm.
And I was like, are they even like, I mean, I know they're edible. I know you can eat them, but like I've heard that they're riddled with parasites. I've heard so many different things. And so the first thing I pulled up was, are seagulls edible? And that's
what, just off the top of your head, you're just like, just out of curiosity.
No, when I clicked on Google,
is that the first
it's one of my recent searches.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh my gosh. So like I have like how to make a fish hook out of wood, things like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you've been watching Survivor Man recently, so it's all related. I'm trying to think of like what even is on my recent Google.
Yeah, and then another one, I've been trying to get more into Anthrax.
Okay.
It was not a band that I like really grew up listening to.
Yeah, me neither.
And we're getting ready to go to that show.
Yeah.
On the 11th.
Yeah, Anthrax and Black Label Society.
Yeah, and Exodus.
Yeah, and Exodus.
That's going to be awesome. So I've been trying to get more into them. And so I just put in one of my recent searches, Anthrax #1 hit. I think it's Madhouse.
I think it's Madhouse.
Yeah.
Aren't you just a true metal fan?
True.
Aren't you? Just
tried and true. Yeah.
Tried and true. Yeah. I mean, Anthrax is one of those they are one of those bands that's considered like the big four.
Yeah.
Like in metal, like in conversation, it's always Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, and Anthrax.
Yeah.
And like, I hear so many people talk about the other three. I feel like I've never heard anybody really bring up Anthrax. And like, I'm sure they're great, and I'm very excited to see them. More excited to see Black Label Society, honestly. But
I know more of their songs. Yeah.
Yeah, but I just it just kind of makes me wonder. It's like, why are they considered one of the big four? Like, I feel like I never hear anybody talking about them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little ignorant when it comes to a lot of Anthrax stuff.
Yeah.
Also, if you're hearing anything in my voice, I'm getting over being a little sick. Just a little head cold, so we're going to deal with that through this episode.
Yeah, and if you hear anything on my end, it's because I forgot my pop filter.
It is.
So
I heard that one too.
So all of my what do you call them, plosives are going to be really bad today. So
yeah, you're going to hate this in editing.
Yeah, I'm making a joke out of it now, but I'm the one that has to actually deal with this later.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about it.
God damn it. Why did I forget my pop filter? Hey, honestly, I'd much rather that than deal with any of our usual like problems
I know.
we deal with, like trying to set this up. Like, this is one of like the few times where it was actually like very easy. It's just like, oh, we plugged everything in. We did a very quick audio test, and it's like, okay, now we're good. Everything's good. We can start.
Me knocking on wood.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But going back to, well, I guess I should probably do the intro now.
Sure.
Now that we're almost 5 minutes in, probably do the
Sounds
intro
good
now.
to me.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Music Chronicles podcast. I'm your host, Angelo Sarmiento, joined, as always, by my co-host, Shane Holmunez. How's it going, man?
Hello.
Hi.
I'm feeling better. I've been taking medicine and stuff, so I should be good for our show on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have a show this Friday.
Mm-hmm. Our home bar.
Going
to Acadia. Man, I love that place.
Yeah. Acadia is fucking great. I mean, we say our home bar. It's like literally like, I feel like it's like every metal band's like home bar in the Houston area.
It is. They're just so good. I mean, it feels like home over there, you know?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, man, I remember the first time that we went over there because we before we really started doing gigs on a regular basis, like our only experiences playing live were just playing the film festival, the Prison City Film Festival, which is run by our manager Paul. And that's great and all, and like I look forward to every film festival show. I mean, we're literally playing one later this month, and it's always a great time, big stage, really nice. But we, aside from that, we never really had any like serious gigs like as Submit Thy Will,
right,
like on the Houston scene. And our first gig was over at this little rinky-dink bar, 19th Hole, and which is
some big names have played there.
Hey, some
Black Label Society's played there.
Have they really?
They have a long time ago. I don't think it was called 19th Hole back then, but from what I remember hearing through the grapevine, Black Label Society played there one time.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
on that stage.
Yeah, and like 19th Hole is a cool venue in its own right, but the stage is like, a bit small. It's kind of a,
it's a bit smoky in there.
A bit of a smoky little rinky-dink bar. But the first time we went to Acadia, this was our second show on the Houston scene. Like, it was, I don't know. There was just something about it where it was just like, oh, so this is like what we can expect, like playing these shows. Like, it's like a proper stage,
right,
with a really good sound system, like great lights. Just got a really cool vibe to it, man.
Yeah, just to give the 19th Hole benefit of the doubt, I think they had a different sound guy that night, and that sound guy wasn't sure of the setup because the old sound guy or something like that set up I don't know, they set it up differently.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, I mean, and I think we have a gig coming up over there. Oh gosh, is that in April? I think that's in April. April.
Yeah, it's in a couple months or so, something like that.
Yeah, we're gonna be playing there again, and I've heard that they've upgraded quite a bit, so I'm excited to see how that goes.
Yeah, same. But yeah, I mean, Acadia.
But Acadia is just like, I don't know, man. Like, they got that grate that's up there, and you can stand up on top of.
Yeah, and they got the like the fog machines that are like geysers? Inside. Yeah, the geysers
those
that are like
so good.
Oh god, such a great stage.
I love those geysers, man. Those things are great. And then they have those lasers, but I never really see them.
Yeah,
like I saw them one time over at the show that we played with Mirror Lake.
Oh, yeah.
And that was so long ago. But yeah, I mean, that was a great show. They had amazing lighting and stuff like that. And I don't know if they brought those or if, but I thought I've seen them before. I
feel like I've seen them before, but I just almost never see them like being used. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any idea. I like them though.
Yeah.
I want some more of those.
They are pretty cool, not going to lie.
Yeah, and I guess we have I mean, dude, we got so many shows coming up.
Yeah, we do.
We're booked all the way out to September right now.
Yeah, I mean, do we have I probably should have prepared this beforehand, but like I'm trying to think of like all of our shows.
Well, let me pull up the website.
That are Jamie pulled it up. Mr. I've got a laptop now.
Yeah. And I'm going to use it.
Hell yeah.
Boop. I have my mouse in front of me, and I'm still using the touchpad.
Oh, yeah.
Stupid.
Force of habit, I guess.
Upcoming shows. So if you go to our website and go to upcoming shows, you can see all the ones that we have officially booked. We might have more penciled in and not put on the website yet. But,
yeah.
Looks like right now. Yeah, we don't even have the one up yet in September, though. That should be. Once they get an event page up, then we should be good for that. I think.
What's the one in September again?
That's Derek's birthday.
That's Derek's birthday. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, we got. Oh man, I haven't even seen this yet. The poster for the show this week. That's pretty cool, actually.
Oh,
it's got like a little planet on it, kind of exploding.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the one we did that they did for Rusty's birthday. Remember the one I animated?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks kind of similar to that, just a little bit.
Yeah. It looks pretty cool, though.
So right now it looks like we have Friday the 3rd. That's the one we're doing at Acadia. Thursday, 23rd of February, Old Town Theater. That's going to be the one for the film festival.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be an hour set.
Yeah.
Then Wednesday, March 15th, another Acadia show that we're doing. And then, yeah, it looks like Saturday, the 29th of April, 19th Hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And, yeah, all that stuff is available on the website. You can go check it out. SubmitThyWill.com.
And all that jazz.
And, when we start getting closer to those shows, we really start promoting them. Start putting the posters up and stuff like that on our Instagram. at submitthywill.com.
Yeah.
All the stuff.
All the things. Well, yeah, because, I mean, we've been really booking a lot more shows recently just because of the album that, you know, we just dropped.
Yeah, we got new banners. We got upgrade stuff. I got a new amp.
Oh, dude.
I got a new amp.
Dude, talk about, like, what'd you get? I mean, not that I'm gonna know jack shit about what it is. I'm a drummer, but still.
I got me.
I'm sure people would be interested to know what you got.
Line 6 Spider 5, the Mark II, the half stack, and that thing is a beast. And actually, after the podcast, I got to swing by and go pick up the mail. I think there's a little cord that I had to get in order to hook my phone up to it right away. But I think after that, I should be good. But yeah, it should be in the mail.
Nice.
Should be there after the podcast is done. So.
Nice, man. Yeah, I mean,
I'm a tone chaser, man. I've been looking for this tone for a long time. Whenever I first got my first guitar was a Dean Stratocaster, a little orange guitar. I still have it.
A Stratocaster,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, it's in the other room.
I mean, I'm sure I've seen it before, but it's just, I mean, it's so, like...
It's probably got some of the best internals out of any of my guitars, too.
Does it?
It's such a good guitar.
It's just so weird. I mean, not that I know all that much about, like, guitars, but it's just so weird. Like, I can't picture you, like playing a Strat for some reason.
Well, I was 12 when I got it.
Okay, yeah,
right?
fair.
And I didn't know what I was going to be doing. I honestly, when I picked up guitar, there was a buddy of mine in school who was getting all the girls. He had such game, and I was so jealous.
Right.
And he played guitar, and I was
like, that's the way to do it.
and I was like, I don't know, man. I was just that, like, annoying kid, I guess, or he seemed to think so. And I was trying to hang around him, and then I remember he was playing guitar, and I was just, like, kind of sitting there listening and jamming with him. And he was like, dude, why are you here? Like, go away. Like, you're annoying. And I was like, oh. That killed me, dude.
How old are you?
I was probably like 11.
You were just...
I was a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
kids
I
are
was,
mean. Kids are mean sometimes.
Yeah, he was like, go away. You're annoying. I was like, all right.
You know what? You're fucking annoying.
So I was like, all right, kid. I'm gonna get me a guitar, and I'm gonna see how well. So I literally picked up guitar out of spite.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's the best reason to do anything, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the best reason to start a passion. Just like, it was like, because fuck this other guy.
I will say, years later, we ended up seeing each other again, and he was trying to hang around with me afterwards. So I was like, okay.
Was he also being annoying?
Dude, he was so annoying. So annoying. No, we're cool. Me and him are cool now.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, so I picked up that guitar, and I remember whenever I was trying to get my first guitar, my grandmother was like, you know, she was gonna buy it for me, right? She was like, hey, you want to do this? Okay, I'll pick it up for you. You should get an acoustic first. And I was like, I don't want an acoustic.
Right,
I want an electric. I want to be cool.
Electric is cool.
Yeah. And she was like, okay, fine. And so my first guitar package, my first real one, was that Dean Stratocaster.
Nice.
The like little orange, not a sunburst. It just had like some orange, around it.
Okay.
And then, and I got a lefty too, because I kept picking up the guitars wrong. They were just like, "Why are you picking it up like this?"
Right,
and they were like, "Well, we have lefty guitars," and so I ended up picking up a lefty guitar, Dean Strat, and then a Line 6 Spider 3.
Okay.
A little 15-watt amplifier.
Yeah.
Dude, it's sitting right there.
Yeah.
I mean, we're looking at it right now.
Yeah, isn't that... Yeah, I mean, that's the amp that you used. I mean...
That's what I recorded Omaha.
That's what I was about to say. You recorded Omaha with. That's the amp you had when I first joined, like, years and years ago. Mm-hmm. Like, damn, you've had that amp forever, man.
Yeah, and it's still going pretty strong.
Yeah.
It kind of has a hard time switching channels every once in a while.
Right, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It's older,
It's an older amp, and it's given me a lot of really great years of use.
Yeah.
I mean, the Spider line, in my opinion, and I'm not sponsored by them, but I mean, dude, they're my, it's like my nostalgic favorite sound.
Yeah.
My tone. And, we're doing these bigger shows. It was about time to upgrade again. You know, because the amp that I've been using on stage is a great Marshall half stack.
Yeah.
I think you guys went in on it for my birthday.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, God, I can't remember. I mean, it was definitely before it was definitely before you left for your mission trip. But
Yeah.
I just how old were you then? Like how
Oh man, I was probably 20.
like 20? Really?
No, maybe 21.
No, because I was 19 whenever like I met you guys, and I knew you. I mean, like all y'all were older
Dude,
than I
I'm
was,
horrible
so.
with dates and stuff, so I'm
Yeah.
probably the last person you'd ask. that
Yeah, you
question.
were probably. I mean,
I don't know, dude.
best guess. Yeah, I mean 21, 22. That sounds about right.
Yeah. So, you know, and I've been rocking that thing ever since, man. I love that thing. You know, and then I got the foot pedal to go with it because I wanted to find, I was still chasing that tone, right?
Yeah.
Even with that amp, I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to find the distortion that I like,
Yeah.
that I'm used to. So I ended up getting the what was it? The M9 Stompbox modeler from Line 6 again, you know. So even the tones that you're hearing us play, you know, nowadays was a Line 6 sound. Me
Yeah.
trying to find that tone again
Yeah.
because Line 6 has this tone. It's called Insane. Their Insane setting is, to me, and you know, a lot of people might disagree with me, but it's just for me one of the best guitar tones I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I love it. I love playing it. It's got enough punch, enough drive. It picks up harmonic squeals
Yeah.
so good, you know, and it's not over the top.
Right. Yeah.
And
It just gives you like exactly what you're looking for.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so now I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm also, you know, getting older a little bit. You know, I'm almost 30. I say I'm getting older, but old enough to start having to make bigger life decisions, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so time to open up a line of credit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's I'm happy to say that that was the thing that I was able to put some money down on basically.
Yeah.
Was this new amplifier. So I went from the Spider 3. Josue gave me an amp, and that's the one that's over on the other side over there that we're looking at, the
Yeah.
Spider 4, because
Yeah.
he knows how much I love these amps, and I guess it was just kind of in his way at the time. He's tried to get it back
Yeah,
several times.
oh,
now.
has he?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm like, nah, you gave me that. That's
Yeah.
mine.
That was a gift, man.
It's
You
a
can't
gift.
take it back.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Well,
yeah.
plus, I mean, he just got a new amp as well. So
Oh, he's
I mean,
not worried about
he's
it.
Fine.
He's
yeah.
And then
New freaking like diamond or
and
whatever.
that probably and then Josue just upgraded big time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been trying to run the Viper line from Peavey for a long time. So I was running Line 6, he was running Viper.
Yeah.
You know, the Peavey, sorry. And they're supposed to be pretty similar amps.
Yeah.
You know, but they both have different tones, and we rocked that for a little while. We just had nothing but problems, you know,
Right.
with them. I mean, the tones were just, in my opinion, a lot harder to catch. And Josue found something that he kind of liked, but he still wasn't satisfied with it. you know?
Right.
And he did a bunch of research on his own, and he was like, "Man, this 4-cable method looks really good." And so that's the direction he went, and I'm glad he did, because now his tone is just so fat.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait to see more and hear more about, you know, when we go to these shows, how people can hear him now.
Yeah.
That's always been the issue. is
Well,
like,
that's how I felt at our last show. Like even like on stage, I felt like I could like hear him way better, and just like he actually like he had that presence on stage that I always hear like on the recordings.
oh, absolutely.
Like it finally like live getting that new amp finally brought Josue's guitar to life again. It's just like it just sounds
yeah.
so good.
I mean, the sound over there at Scout Bar was awesome.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I heard enough on stage. You know, the sound is so different on stage than it is off stage.
Yeah.
Right. And as long as everything sounds good front of house, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
It's really nice if I can hear myself and my guitar a little
Right.
bit. But we all listen to each other so much and have these different cues that we listen for, because we don't have in-ears, we don't have click tracks, we don't have anything like that.
Yeah, we're just all playing through like wedge monitors basically.
Yeah.
Just like, you know.
So sorry, my cat is scratching at the door. He'll be okay. But yeah, no, it was good. I mean, whenever I went back and I listened to that show, it was I could hear everything.
Yeah.
Everything was separated really well. You know, on stage I could hear me sing, and that's really all I really need.
Yeah, and speaking of like watching, watching that show back, actually, everybody, listening to this can watch our Scout Bar performance. There's this couple there I mean, I haven't gone through too many of her videos, so I don't know if it's just videos of Scout Bar, but there's this YouTube channel called Amy's Concert Cam.
I was just about to look it up.
Yeah,
and figure it out. Cool.
And yeah, it's basically just a husband and wife that just go to, just different local like Houston like metal concerts, and they just film everything and put it out on YouTube. That way, just another platform for people to discover more local music. And big shout out to them for not only posting our entire show, but also making sure that they had her set list, and we gave her we gave her and her husband like a signed set list just because I just thought that was really cool. And just I don't know, go check out Amy's Concert Cam. Go subscribe over to her channel for more like local Houston music, just to go discover some new music.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the best way to find a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we played with some really cool bands over there at Scout Bar the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I say the other day. When was that now?
It was like
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, something like that.
And I mean, social distancing. We met them over at Homegrown Music and Arts Festival.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also the first show that we played with Andrew.
Yeah.
It was his first show with us. And where we met Sean, our sound guy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, social distancing. They're a really cool punk band. Their singer is also their drummer, but also they have a singer up front too. So
yeah,
they have like two singers. Because I remember I was watching them and I was like, wow, that singer up front, man, he can sing without even moving his lips. That's insane.
That's like a whole nother level of like ventriloquism. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't say words.
That's okay. This is the wrong business for us to be in.
I know. Yeah.
if we can't say words.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here then.
That's it. But yeah, no. So social distancing. The band. Yeah, you got to make sure you put that in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get to play with them again, and then our first time playing with a band called Rhizomata.
Yeah, they were really cool.
And we're playing with them again
at this upcoming show.
Yeah, on Friday. Those dudes are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
They did a really killer cover of "Waking the Demon."
Oh, dude!
By "Bullet for My Valentine."
I was so stoked when I heard him say like "Bullet for My Valentine," and immediately because you had
to run and grab me.
Yeah, because you were watching our merch like while they were up, just I don't know, just taking care of whatever.
Yeah, I was on a shift.
Yeah, you were on the clock like after our performance.
Right.
But I was just like, dude, like, get over here. They're playing Bullets. Like what? And fucking like run over there.
Yeah, I had to break away. Did I make Isaac go behind?
I think so. Yeah.
Isaac, watch the thing.
Yeah, watch the thing.
And they killed it. I mean, that song is one of my favorites too. Bullet for My Valentine is one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, and not ever. A band that at least I like personally don't hear covered very often.
Exactly,
especially at these local shows.
That's the first time I've heard them covered.
Yeah,
at a show, at least locally here.
Yeah,
and we've been playing around and talking about maybe doing a Bullet cover here at some point soon too.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll do Waking the Demon.
No, Rhizomata's already got that
and
one covered.
They've got it down really, really well.
Yeah, we'll figure something else out one of these days.
Yeah, I'd like to do something off that Gravity album.
Mm-hmm. Oh, one of their newer shit.
Yeah. I mean, I love all their old stuff. Like, The Poison's my favorite album from them, just for nostalgic purposes. But,
yeah, of course.
Man, what is it, Over It?
Yeah,
I'd love to do that song.
Yeah, Over It, yeah.
Oh, that's such a good song. But, yeah, they're awesome. And then I think the week after we play over at Acadia, they're doing the Whackin' competition. They do it every year. So
there's a wait, hold on, back up. There's a Whackin' competition?
Yeah.
Like in order to get into the festival?
Yeah. So
really?
I don't know if it was last year or the year before. Wellborn Road was in it.
Yeah. Oh,
remember?
You know what? I do remember that actually. Yeah.
And also Psychopact. They were in it as well that same year that Wellborn was in it. I was hoping either one of them would have made it.
Yeah, they're both like incredible bands.
Yeah. I think you pronounce the name. It's Anathemia.
Anathemia.
Yeah, we're playing with them at some point. I gotta remember what show we're playing.
Is this a band that's like
They're a
that's
local
entering
band.
in
Yeah, they're a
the
local band.
Wacken like competition or
Yeah, they're in it, and I can't remember who else. I know we know a couple of the bands that are in it.
okay. Shit, I'll have to look. Shit, we got to look into that like next year. Like, getting
I
in
know,
there.
dude. Yeah, I'm bummed that we're not in it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's like the only battle of the bands that I ever want to really be a part of.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, I get that. Honestly, not.
We-
I mean, I think we briefly talked about it before. I don't know. Just the idea of battle of bands in general. I'm not too big
Yeah.
on. At least for us, anyway.
it's the competition aspect of it is what bothers me.
Yeah,
you know,
it's kind of a turnoff.
yeah,
Not gonna lie.
I like going and playing and supporting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like I'm against any of the other bands that we're
Yeah,
playing
and be
with.
like, we're gonna play so much fucking better than
Yeah,
these
no.
guys, or blah, or whatever. I don't know.
I'm not really about that. But,
Yeah.
you know, I think we all understand and we all want to, at least I know I would, support everybody in their chances of getting to go to Wacken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's a huge thing for any band to
Yeah.
end up over on that stage in Germany.
Yeah.
You know, and whether we won or lost, I'd be happy to just be part of it and even be considered.
Yeah.
You know, so you know maybe we'll touch around. We'll see what we can't do next year.
Yeah.
But I think Anathemia is in it, and man, they're awesome.
Damn. I'll have to check them out. I'm not too familiar with Anathemia, but
I think it's a husband and wife.
no shit.
And then I think that it might just be a 3-piece. I don't know.
Okay. Well, speaking.
Haven't seen them live yet.
Yeah. Well, speaking of things that could be happening next year, we touched on it briefly. You know, we're currently promoting the album that we just put out. You know,
Right.
Time to Kill, our debut album. But now that we're in the process of playing more shows and promoting, we've actually. Oh, is everything good with the cats? I'm trying to make an announcement here, guys. Goddamn.
Yeah, come on, cats. Chill out.
But we're now that we're getting heavy into promoting the album and playing as many shows as we can for the rest of this year, we've actually already started recording the second album.
We just can't stop.
No, we can't.
We just can't stop. Like, there was really no reason to, because we kind of got the system figured out.
Yeah.
You know, and I would like to try and finish this song that we're working on before this upcoming show. Hopefully we can get it done tomorrow. If not, no big deal. You know,
Yeah.
we just have to reconnect a couple of things and all that stuff. But
Right.
you know, we've got we got a lot of things going on, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm excited that we're even starting it,
I know.
because we have so much more music to share with everybody.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this the other day. Like, you and I, went out to eat somewhere, like while we were recording, and
Uberito.
good old Uberito. Yeah, but it's just, for me, it's really crazy to think about, the fact that we're already recording our second album, because the idea of recording an album, period, for the longest time just seemed like a concept that was so far away.
Oh, I
from
know.
us. And now that first album we've recorded, it's out. We're promoting it right now. We're being, our songs from that album are being pushed on like radio stations now, and now we're just, the work continues on. We're just gonna, keep on, recording and releasing new music, and we're working on the second one.
Yeah.
Like
and-
immediately after we released the first one.
I mean, we just want to keep everything rolling strong. you
Yeah.
know? And it gives us content to talk about, on our Instagram, and
Yeah.
you'll get more pictures and more content and more, more music.
Yeah.
Gives us
More music and more chances to get eyes on our, on us, really,
Yeah. And everything's going good with, we're on like a lot of internet magazines and different things like that.
Yeah.
Upcoming bands, this and that. It's feeling good, man. I mean, I'm really enjoying where we're headed right off the bat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and funnily enough, the song that we're recording right now is Tratamos, which, funnily enough, the demo of Tratamos is
Oh,
what we
yeah.
use for the intro and outro music for this podcast.
So you've already heard bits of it.
You've already heard bits of it. And
today.
Today, yeah. And Do you think maybe at the end of this podcast, like, we can kind of let the song play a little bit more? I'm not saying play the whole thing. But, I don't know, just to give an extra little, like, sneak peek and, like, you know, what's to come. Granted, it's a demo. It's a demo. Like, let's be clear about that. This is not currently even what we're recording. This is something that we recorded back in, like, 2017.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, we've had these songs for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm down for that. I mean, good little sneak peek of what it is that we're working on. You know, we're working the kinks out of it. And, I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
But I'm just kind of clicking around on Metal Injection right now. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Just seeing what they have.
Just seeing, like, what's out there right now.
Yeah, it looks like tour dates, obviously, like Lamb of God, Anthrax, Suicidal Tendencies, and 36 other bands announced for Milwaukee Metal Fest.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Milwaukee Metal Fest.
Yeah. Oh, whoa.
What?
Lanthrax.
Lanthrax.
Lamb of God.
Lamb of God Thrax.
Lamb of God Thrax. Lamb of God, Anthrax, Suicidal Tendencies, Napalm Death, Dark Angel, Black Dahlia Murder.
Shit.
Obituary, Shadows Fall.
What did you just call me?
Obituary. Shadows Fall, Corrosion of Conformity, Fear Factory. Okay. After the Burial, The Halo Effect, Dying Fetus. I mean, the list goes on and on. Goat Horror, Terror. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's going to be a serious show. Yeah, go check out Metal Injection's article on this for sure. Because, woo. Yeah. I definitely would love to go that. Did I see Hatebreed too?
I don't know. I'm not looking at your
no. Milwaukee Metal Fest, now owned by Hatebreed vocalist Jamie Josta.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh wow. Okay.
Dude,
that's awesome.
Talk about a fucking hell of a side gig right there. Like,
absolutely.
Jesus. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine down the road Submit Thy Will Fest or something?
Oh, that'd be cool. Absolutely. Well, it's like not fest, right?
Yeah, they got their own thing going on.
Yeah, and it's going good. Ozfest.
I missed
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that not a thing anymore?
I haven't heard of a new Ozfest in a long time. I don't think so.
Shit, now you got me curious.
Right.
I hope it's still a thing. Yeah, we need more metal festivals out there anyway. Like all the cool ones. I mean, literally, like we were talking about Wacken earlier. Yeah. I mean, that's a European one, but we need we need more
What'd
around
you call
here.
Me?
What? Called you an obituary. That's what I called you. All right, Ozfest. Let's see, music festival.
It's okay. Derek will call you a boner.
Derek, yeah, that's fine, and it's well deserved. Yeah, no, it's still going. So apparently,
okay, cool.
So apparently,
I'm
it
glad.
stopped in. I mean, granted, this is off of Wikipedia. So, but apparently, it stopped for a little bit in 2018. But this time last year in 2022, they picked it back up. So they're kind of doing a revival of it. It looks like.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what is that? Shiprocked.
Shiprocked. Oh, is that the cruise one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw a video of with the singer for Lamb of God and David Ellefson and a bunch of other people playing a Metallica song.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you know which one was it?
I just kind of I didn't scroll past it. I watched a little bit of it, but I cannot remember.
Can you look up a video of it real quick?
That's what I'm.
See if we can. Because somehow we avoided any copyright issues playing an entire Periphery song on the podcast. So I think we can get away with this with a live cover.
Death.
Yeah, because there were some people on it. I want to say it was like last year or the year before. Like Ginger was one of the headliners, and Spirit Box, and a few other really good bands.
Oh, it looks like it was one that they played.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. I'll play it now.
Woo. So again, who is all this? Like, who's all performing this right now?
Let me see. Randy Blythe.
Okay.
Right. And then David Ellefson.
Ooh, all right.
Who else is it? Andy Wood, Benjamin Eller, and on drums, James Campbell.
Okay. skip ahead to the vocals. I'm curious how Randy Blythe pulls this off. Oh, he's actually singing.
Yeah, and then there's David.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, dude. They did a good job.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely go check that video out.
Yeah.
You know, ever since we played with David Ellison, man, it's been it's been crazy, you know.
Yeah.
When I say played with,
I was about to say
play with them.
I'm just like, when the hell did that happen, and why wasn't I invited?
Right. Yeah, we did something afterwards. You weren't there.
Yeah. Right. You motherfucker. No.
No, but when we played around them,
Okay.
I guess,
Yeah. Played in front of. Yeah.
yeah, like I get a lot more David Ellison news.
Mm-hmm.
I see all the Kings of Thrash stuff that they're doing.
Nice, yeah.
The band he's in now, Lucid. And
Yeah.
they're doing, you know, he's doing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and plus you saw David Ellison live like not too long afterwards.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like playing with Hellstar, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, he was playing with the singer and the guitar player again.
Okay, yeah.
You know, and but it was like, dude, that night that it was at the Concert Pub North.
Yeah, you went with Derek.
Well, Derek was there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me and Paul went though.
Okay.
But yeah, when we were there, I mean, it was just like a mosh podge of different musicians, most of them local musicians.
Yeah.
Hopping on stage with them, and it was a great time. I mean, he's got such a good personality.
Yeah.
David Ellison. I mean, he's down to play with anybody. You know, he wants to just do music. It's awesome.
That's cool.
You know,
It's always like good to see like big artists like that who, you know, like literally all they want to do, like they haven't lost that sense of fun.
Right.
Like when it comes to their music, they literally just want to play with like anybody and everybody. That's like one of the major reasons I love Dave Grohl, because he's, you know, played drums with like so many like different artists like outside of, you know, Nirvana and all that. And not even just that, like he just wants people to jam with him as well, like on different projects. So yeah, it's always really cool to see like, you know,
well,
big names like that like just want to have fun and just like play music like they were when they were teenagers.
These people have played with, you know, some of the biggest names ever.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, Dio, Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys know they have these phone numbers in their phones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
Is that where they keep their phone numbers?
no,
Where do they keep them?
in a book. Most of these guys are really old.
That makes sense. Sorry, that just came out of nowhere. I wasn't planning on that.
Well, that works. But
sorry, I'm sorry, everyone. You're gonna have to deal with that. I'm not cutting that out.
you should bleep
I
it.
should bleep it. bleep it with an even grosser like belch.
Just make it a fart. Anyways,
Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't know. You threw me off. I have no idea. That was hilarious. Yeah, I lost it. What was I talking about? You burped basically in my face.
Burped in your face and everybody's ears.
ears. There you go.
Oh, Andrew's gonna fucking
Andrew's
hate
gonna.
this episode.
There you go, Andrew. There's your one.
Yeah, real quick. Yeah, because I don't remember what episode it was, but I guess we had just eaten like when he went on his trip to Disney, he decided to.
I'm gonna listen to their podcast.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna listen to the podcast, see what Shane and Angela have been up to, and then like it opens up with like us just having eaten Sonic and like just burping and coughing.
He
and
saw us.
just
he
being
was
really
like,
gross.
"Dude, you guys gotta stop.
You guys
eating
have
before
to
you."
stop doing that." And I was like, yeah, you're probably right. And I'm drinking, of course, I'm drinking a soda like in the middle of it, so now I'm all belchy.
Yeah. So there you go, Andrew.
But I didn't eat beforehand, so I guess that's something.
I don't think it's worth much.
I don't think it is. What the fuck were you talking about?
Dude, I don't know.
Okay, you were talking about David Ellison and
yeah.
and playing.
I didn't have much more to say. I don't think.
Okay.
I think I was finishing
Great.
my sentence. Oh, good job, brother.
God damn it.
That's awesome.
We're supposed to be
No,
supposed to be doing this.
We're not supposed to
professionally.
be anything.
Yeah.
We're just here, and this is the reality of it, people.
It's the reality of we're just idiots, and
Yeah.
we're idiots with two microphones. That's really it.
Yeah, we should rename the podcast to
Idiots with two microphones. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's most of most of the podcasts I listen to, most of the good ones anyway.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Idiots with 2 microphones.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I do know that night we, like after the show, I ended up helping Pamela move all of David Ellison's stuff to their vehicle.
Nice.
She was like, "Hey, Shane, can you help me?" I was like, "Whoa, she knows my name, like first name. That's cool."
Yeah.
But yeah, so I went and did that. And there's a little video of it. I think a little clip on our Facebook.
Is there?
Yeah, of me like dragging the stuff
Yeah. Being David Ellison's roadie for a night.
for one trip to the car.
For one trip to the car. You were David Ellison's roadie.
Yeah. I'll throw that on my resume, man. That's hilarious.
We put that in the title of this episode. It's like, Shane got to be David Ellison's roadie.
For one trip to the car.
One trip to the car. Well, we don't have to put that in the title, but,
Yeah.
then people will find out and they'll be really disappointed.
It's called clickbait, right?
It's called, yeah, that's what clickbait is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
just big
have we stooped that low at this point?
I mean,
I'm okay. with
we don't have much further to stoop. Let's be real. Let's be honest for a second.
Yeah.
I mean,
it. You're burping in microphones. and
Yeah,
stuff. You don't
me
have your
burping
pop
in-
filter.
I don't have my pot filter
Your
for
pot.
my pot for my metal pot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't find it on our
It's okay.
Facebook. I
It's-
mean,
it's-
I'm sure it's there
It's like
somewhere.
a 30-second clip, maybe.
Yeah, but I was
not
just,
even.
just out of curiosity. I was just looking, but whatever. I'll look for it later.
Yeah. It's there.
It's there somewhere.
I think Derek actually is the one who filmed it. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I was just like chit-chatting with her, and then he was like, "By the way, I filmed that." I was like,
Yeah.
"Thanks, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome." That's
Oh
all.
yeah, that's just cool as shit. I mean, you got
Yeah.
to fucking load up, his gear. I don't know.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's I don't know how I'm not cracking under a lot of this stress and pressure right off the bat, because I mean, we've got tons of stuff going on, and I am like alone right now. Jen is gone.
Oh yeah, yeah. Your wife's out of town visiting family.
Yeah.
Forgot.
So I'm just like, what do I do with myself? I just, like I'm
Yeah.
just not used to being alone like that.
Oh yeah. When I got here, you were just like cleaning. So it's like I just had all the shit I had to do last minute. I'm like, oh, you're good. I'm
Yeah.
setting up the podcast stuff. You're fine.
Yeah, but I'm good now.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm just not going completely insane right now.
Yeah.
But we I'm just excited though to get back in the studio. I think we start recording again tomorrow, right?
Yeah. We gotta continue because we
4:00.
Yeah, 4
Okay.
o'clock. Yeah, because we with every song, I mean, here a little, behind the scenes, stuff. I mean, with every song that we do, we start off, recording the drums. That's the very first thing. I mean, that's what most bands do anyway. I would
Yeah.
assume,
Yeah, we layer it.
Yeah, we layer it. We build the foundation, and then we put all the rest of all the good shit on it. So
Yeah, we start with the drums and we get all the whole thing laid down. Then we have Andrew come in. We lay down the bass parts.
yeah.
And then after that, I'm up, record my rhythm guitar parts. And that kind of depends on the song and the parts of the song too. I
Yeah,
mean,
whether or not you're playing rhythm or
Right.
Josue's, what parts you guys have.
yeah, if I have a lead part that I'm doing, then we gotta have Josue usually come in.
Yeah, we were talking about this before. Like, it's really kind of a unique position that you're in specifically because not only are you, obviously in the band and writing and like with all of us working, we're all working together, but you're with all of our songs pretty much every single step of the way when it comes to recording everybody's parts, and you get to see all the rest of us individually.
Yes.
And get to really I don't know, just see just have a better view of what we've been doing and what we picture for our parts.
I get to pick
Yeah.
y'all's brains for
Yeah.
sure. I'm the recording engineer when it comes to recording all of our stuff, at least all
Yeah.
the instruments and stuff. And then after I get done with my part and I recorded all the songs and it's just the music and it's instrumental, then we transfer it over to the other studio, which is in the same building, but it's a different setup because that studio we record vocals, and then I kind of get to take a little bit of a back seat, which is nice for me because I'm not having to be the one to produce all of it.
Yeah.
And Paul comes in and he helps produce all the vocals.
Yeah.
And that is really nice. I mean, huge weight off of my shoulders.
Yeah, and I finally got to see some of that, you know, like doing recording her. You
Right.
know?
Yeah. He's easy to work with. I
Yeah.
mean, he knows how to sing, and he knows notes. When something's just a little off, he can hear it. He's got great ears.
Yeah, because I mean, when I was doing my harmonies for her, I mean, I literally had both of you quite literally like holding my hand the entire way, being like, "All right, here's what you sing," and then you know, then I tried my best, and then now it's on the album. So.
Yeah, dude, you did great.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah.
But yeah, but I get to really sit down and kind of dissect every part with you guys of every line.
Yeah.
So I'm really familiar with all of the stuff that's in the songs. And,
yeah.
You know, we look at every piece of anything that we record and we go, okay, are we going to be happy with this in 10 years?
Right. Yeah.
Are we going to be happy with this in 20 years?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if the answer is even the slightest, no, I could do it better.
Yeah.
We all have the same mindset. Okay, the product is what, you know, the end goal is to make this thing
and
last.
let's work on it. Let's see what we can do. Like, what are the possibilities here?
It's great because there's no ego with any of us. We know, we might play this stuff, you know, 100,000 times, you know, on our own and all this stuff. And we might have, but when we get into that recording studio and we start, the red light goes on, you know, we don't let mistakes like really slip. I mean, every once in a while, you know, not everything is going to be absolutely perfect.
Right.
But if we know that we can do it better, we're going to do it better.
Yeah, and I'm sure if you listen to the first album, I'm sure that like if you really wanted to, like you could pick apart like, oh, maybe this could be done better, this could be done better.
By
this
no
could be
means
done
is
better,
it
whatever.
perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It never is.
The goal isn't to make it perfect, it's to make it what we hear in our heads.
Yeah.
You know, and to put that out there and show people like, hey, you know, this is how we play. Yeah. This is our style.
Yeah, and it's really nice, you know, recording with you specifically, because you're very, you're very easy to bounce ideas off of, especially when it comes to the drum parts as well. Because like I went into, you know, recording this song we're working on now, Tratamos. Like I pretty much know what I'm doing the entirety of the song, but for years, like the chorus, like there's a lot of fills that are played in there that were always just kind of played like off the top of my head, like nothing really that special. Yeah. And I knew that going into the recording, that's what I wanted to work on. And I wasn't stressed about it because I'm like, okay, I've got Shane to bounce ideas off of and just to get his opinion on, and I know it's going to be better for it.
Appreciate that.
Because I mean, awesome. Yeah, because you I don't know, you're really good at putting yourself in the mindset of, you know, of everybody else, but also of a drummer.
Yeah, that's my dad.
You know, it's your dad, and that's, you know, you like growing up like looking like admiring drummers.
Absolutely.
Know?
Yeah,
and being the rhythm guitar player mostly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I know what I do is as far as my parts are concerned when it comes to a lot of different parts. Like we'll take this song for example, Tratamos. We got all the way through the first chorus recording, and man, I was super happy and proud of us first of all because we had a specific time that we decided we were going to show up. Yeah. We showed up. We got everything set up. We got the drums hooked up, and everything routed. I got all of the folders that I needed. So for whenever we do takes, and you know, just we can just bounce back and forth between these different takes, and you know, everything pretty much worked out the way that we were expecting it to. Even we figured out tempo change. Yeah, we got a lot done that day.
Yeah, we did.
And you know, we'll see what we can't get done tomorrow. But,
yeah. Oh, I can't wait for tomorrow, dude.
Oh, I know.
Like I'm gonna be like I have to go to work tomorrow morning, but like, dude, all day I'm gonna be thinking about all day I'm gonna be thinking about recording and just be like, yeah, it's
gonna be worth it.
Whatever bullshit like may or may not happen at work, like it'll be so fucking worth it.
We still have a couple of tempos to figure out, but
sure, yeah.
When it comes to what we did, so like me being the rhythm guitar player, and it was really nice to have Andrew help me out with this because, you know, we started playing it again last Monday, so that way we could be refamiliarized with it, make sure that all of our parts are kind of, we know what we need to touch up on when we get into the studio.
Yeah. I'd like to work on it today as well.
Yeah, we will.
Because we'll have time. Yeah.
Absolutely. But, yeah, the thing I couldn't remember was, like, there's this pattern that I do in the chorus where I do very simple open chords for the first two measures. The third measure, I do some chugs in it. And then the last measure, I do those same basic open chords again. Mm-hmm. I couldn't remember what the order of that was in the song. Andrew helped me remember that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so now that I have that, I remember, whenever we were recording it the other day, I remember we got to that third measure where I do the chugs, and you were like, okay, what exactly are the chugs that you're doing?
Yeah.
I was able to play it for you, and you were like, okay, so now and then we synced it up, and we got it, okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
So whenever I go in there later, I know that the parts that I'm going to be recording over are synced up to what it is that I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's always good recording with somebody, with somebody else, like, in the band, like, in the room. That way I make absolutely sure that nothing that I want to do is going to clash at all, because at the end of the day, I mean, we say it all the time, but I mean, really, at the end of the day, what I want is to serve the song.
Right.
Now, I still, within that being said, I still want to, do things just for me, like just to have fun with it.
Absolutely.
And, which is another reason why I'm really excited to be recording this song, because there's a lot of, like, parts in there that I know have some serious, like, potential for me to kind of just play around with.
Right.
But that being said, those parts I want to make sure are orchestrated to what the band is doing, because if it's not, then it's just going to sound like me fucking around, which is what for years I have been kind of doing with this song. And I don't want that on the recording for the final version.
And that's the thing. It's when we start recording, we're like, okay, time to get serious with this song.
Yes,
and these are going to be the parts that we write and that we're going to have to remember, because that happens with fills on the guitar as well. I mean, there's little squeals and different things that I do and I play with, and I try and figure out what's going to sound best. At the end of the day, when the red light goes on, it's about what the song needs.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we want to keep the integrity of us as players.
Yeah.
So if you're recording your band, right, and the player it might be something that you haven't heard them do before, but if it works and it's what they want to do, you got to think, okay, does it serve the song? Does it serve the player? Right? And what right do I have to just say, no, I don't like that. No, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's stupid.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of, for this song specifically, I kind of had to stop myself from doing that a bit, just because, I want the parts to be, like, as good as they can be. Again, I mean, I talked about it a second ago. In the chorus, there's a lot of fills that I played, and that's how I kind of wrote the song whenever we first got together, and I started putting my own stamp on all these things.
Right.
Now, for the most part, in our songs, I try my best not to overdo it with fills, because I'm afraid of anything like clashing. But the thing is, when I originally wrote the parts to this song, they had a lot of fills in them. And now, like, playing it that way, obviously got to work on them a bit. Like, playing it that way feels right. And I tried to mess around with, like, playing the song with like as little fills as possible, and it just didn't feel like Tratamos anymore.
Yeah.
But and it's just like, it's sort of walking that fine line of, like, okay, I don't want to just fuck around and do random shit, but I also want to keep the integrity of, like, the feeling of the song.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we're on the right track for that 100%. This song is going to have a ton of, like, already tempo changes. When we get to that solo, like, tempo is going to go up and it's going to go down and up and down. This is probably one of the first ones that we wrote where I did the fast solo. And Josue did the slow one.
Yeah.
So with this song, you're going to get a little bit of the taste of what both of us had to bring to the table. With the other thing that we don't normally do.
Yeah, and dude, I cannot. I mean, just like as like a fan of you and Josue, I can't wait to fucking hear those parts like in the final recording. Yeah, I mean, literally already like hearing the drum parts in a more official capacity on this, like I was just like, ooh, like we're getting started. It's fucking happening.
I'm so glad we got that one tom thing figured out, you know, with your tom.
Yeah. I recorded with an electric kit, and there was just some weird thing on one of my rack toms that was just like being glitchy and not like not sounding as full as the rest of my kit did.
Yeah, the velocity it seemed low, like way lower.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like I went to the settings and I kind of had to tweak around a little bit. Had a lot of help from you.
It feels very inverted. It feels, you know, all the other ones are like at 80, and this one needs to be at 20. It was at 80.
Yeah, it matched the velocity of that drum, matched the rest of the kit. But for some reason, whenever like you suggested me to turn it down.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden it matched the rest of the kit like in sound.
It
actually sounded full and big.
Yeah, it was from Cakewalk Forums. I mean, if you ever have any questions about what it is that you're doing in your at home record studio, you know, like if you've run into a problem, you better believe that hundreds of other people have run into that same problem.
Yeah.
And they're talking about it online.
Yeah. Beauty of the internet, you know.
Absolutely. Look, if you want to record music, like learn how to do Cakewalk or Logic or whatever your favorite DAW is, you know, even if it's Pro Tools, whatever, learn it. Because, you know, if you think of it, if you're like, man, I wish that this thing could do this, it's been thought of.
Yeah, and it probably can.
And
you just have to like figure it out.
Yeah, there's a button you're not hitting, you know, or there's a button that needs to be hit.
Yeah,
like there's so much to it. And, you know, you learn when you're learning something like this, you learn the basics, right? You just, okay, how do I start a recording? How do I do this? And then you start learning, okay, well, now I need a tempo change. So
right.
You learn it as you go. You learn what you need as you go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't have to learn it all at once. If you learn it all at once, you're never going to get anything done because you're going to be too worried about, well, do I know what to do if this happens or if this happens? No, you're not going to know.
Yeah.
Short
answer.
You're going to need to find a roadblock, and you're going to have to hurdle that roadblock. I mean, even with the podcast, right? We're doing this thing. We didn't figure out how to get rid of that arranger track until we started recording the other day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On my Cakewalk.
Yeah.
And you know, before we got started and we hit record on this podcast you're listening to, he was like, hey, come over here. How do you get rid of that arranger track?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and we got rid of it. So now we don't have to look at it.
Yeah, and not that it was a huge problem at all. It was just an extra empty track that wasn't being used that I just didn't need.
It's annoying.
I was just annoyed looking at it, and I was just like,
same.
get this out of my we're not using this.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was watching Seven from Surrender Stella.
Yeah.
He has been putting out videos like crazy.
Oh, has he?
Yeah. And I messaged him. I can't remember how we got the conversation started, but me and him had a nice long conversation on, you know, through text, and he was kind of giving me the inside scoop on the algorithm now that's been going on, I think, on social media. I don't know if it was TikTok or Instagram, Facebook. Maybe it applies to all three of them. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, he was telling me about all the stuff he's been doing, and he's been putting out videos and stuff like that. And one of the videos, he was like talking about, you know, being creative, and if you want to make your own music, you know, you need to learn how to run a DAW. You need to learn what an interface is, and to get this equipment, because it's not that expensive. You know, anybody can basically do everything that we're doing out of a room in their house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to have a studio built. You don't have to have all this stuff. Like, you can do all these things. There's different plugins. There's all kinds of stuff.
I mean, literally, this podcast started with literally just me in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Like, I had a you know, like a whatever USB mic.
Right.
You know, like just one mic, and I just recorded a thing talking about how I joined the band that I'm in now. And now it's spiraled into this thing where you and I are hosting the podcast. We have plans and we have a mutual invested interest in trying to make this grow alongside our band.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, like, you never know, like, where this stuff is going to lead. You just got to start. That's the important thing. You just got to start.
You know, media is media, and people like content, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Like, really. Think of it, people like it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So, you know, trying to completely, you know, demographics are tough. You know, trying to figure out which one that you want to go for. Oh, I want to hit this demographic. You know, I'm not too concerned about these guys. Blah
Right.
blah blah. You know, people who like your stuff are going to find your stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it might not be in the droves that you want it to be. It might not be, you know, thousands right off the bat.
Yeah.
But you start getting a small following, and word of mouth travels. And you know, nowadays with social media and all this different stuff, algorithms are a real thing. And that's kind of what Seven was talking about.
Right.
Was like, hey, you know, you guys should start putting out more videos. It might help y'all's growth.
Yeah.
And it's organic growth.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I mean, so I just got to figure out what the hell to
Yeah.
what to film.
Yeah, and so where's he putting this out? On the Surrender Stella page or on his own
Yeah,
thing?
I keep seeing it on Surrender Stella's stuff. He's been
see.
recording Dean. He's the guitar player for a local band. I think a couple of local bands.
Okay.
But, the one I think of right off the bat is it's a Pantera cover band called A New Level.
Okay.
Those dudes got it going on, man. I mean,
Yeah, and so I'm seeing some more regular videos on Surrender Stella's YouTube.
yeah, and Dean
page.
shreds, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, they just hit 40K likes or something like that on one of their small videos. They have a whole
Nice.
video of Dean like reacting to it in different ways.
Yeah.
It was funny. Yeah.
That's fucking cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, music. Look, if you love music and you're a creative type and you want to do it, there's not much stopping you.
Yeah.
You know, it's even through our busy schedules and everything that's going on. I
Right.
mean, we're recording a new album now. We've got shows booked till September, not December, not yet.
Not yet. I mean, that will happen, but that'd be nice
But,
if it already happened.
You know, we're being spun on the radio. I mean, things are looking good, and there's always more we can do.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'm happy with the growth that we're getting. I'm surprised that, you know, in my head, I still look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my gosh, we have actual fans now. Like people,
Yeah, we have actual fans.
people
and we
give a
have-
shit about what we are doing.
Yeah.
And that's,
And we have things to push and promote now.
yeah.
And we're, you know, just going to continue to keep on building and keep on recording, you know?
Yeah. I mean, and that's the other thing. Like this last album, we had 10 tracks on the album.
Yeah.
I think this one's going to have more tracks.
This second, yeah, well, I mean, it has to at this point. I mean, this one is like, we've got so many. I mean, we've talked about it before. Like even before we released this first album, we already had 2 albums worth of songs.
Yeah.
like
There's
already
still,
written.
There are still songs that we wrote when we first like started the Tritamos is one of them. When we
Yeah,
first
and it's
started the
going
band.
on this upcoming
And it's going
one.
on the
yeah.
second album. I mean, you're going to get old school stuff mixed with new school stuff from us. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it's from the time before you guys were ever in the band to the time now where you guys have helped, you know, write a
Yeah.
lot of our songs now.
Yeah, you
know what I
guys
mean?
being me and Andrew. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Andrew has entire tracks that he's helped us completely write
Yeah.
on this. At least 2 that I know of. Right
Yeah.
off the bat, Endless and Serious are going to go on there.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, you know, these are original songs that he helped us write.
Yeah. I'm looking. I take a lot of notes in my phone, especially when it's stuff in regards to the band.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm looking at the songs that we have finished right now that are songs that are most likely going to be on the second album, and so far it's 12, at least finished songs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and there are more that we're currently writing at the moment that aren't finished.
No. Yeah.
Still,
Well,
12's not bad. If we ended up sticking with this number, 12's not bad.
I would like a 12-song album.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, because I guess I could list out the songs. It's not really going to mean anything to
What
anybody
about
right
in,
now. But, I mean, we don't have an official track list. It's just
Searching Me. Is Searching Me in there?
Yeah, Searching Me is in there.
Is that one of the 12?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as songs that are well, I guess Searching Me is not finished, but, I mean,
Right.
Sort of is.
The
I don't
song
know.
is done. It's a completed piece that I wrote on the piano.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we still need to work on that.
we're gonna make a full band version of it as well.
Yeah.
And that's what we did with Inside My Mind, which is also going on this album.
And also started with you
I wrote
playing something on the piano.
Keyboard,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that happens.
Yeah.
That's why I'm super excited for you to get farther along with your keyboard stuff.
I know. I still need to mess with it some more. Like I haven't messed with it in a couple days, but yeah, I need to work on it some more.
Well, yeah, I mean, I am by no means like a piano player or a keyboard player. Like I know basic stuff enough to play a melody, and play chords.
Yeah.
But that's also how we've written some of our, in my opinion, some of our best songs.
Yeah.
I mean, they are.
I mean, aside from those two, I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but aside from those two, like, have there been any other ones that like have started on the piano?
I've messed with a couple of different things, but I haven't solidified anything yet.
Okay,
you know what
fair
I mean?
enough. Fair enough.
A little too early to get, but yeah, like when I reference that, I mean like Inside My Mind.
Yeah,
like Inside My Mind, and that's just a very personal song to me, based on whenever I wrote it. It was a point in time where I was going through a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
I was really understanding like, hey dude, you've got issues. Like you've got depression. Like I fought it for so long, and I just was in a position where I didn't have any vices. I had to deal with some of these things.
Yeah.
And the only way I knew how to deal with it was to write.
Yeah.
And so it meant a lot to me. And then hearing our version of it when we made it, like all four of us, that song, it means even more now.
Yeah, oh, man, that's another. I mean, all of these songs are, but that's another one where I like I really can't wait to hear official versions of it, like with everybody like recording. Like, oh, it's gonna be so nice.
That's why I'm so excited about tomorrow too.
Yeah. But anyway, I mean, I guess I don't really have much else to talk about aside from, honestly, the album was mainly what I wanted to talk about, and now we've kind of gone through it. Do you have anything else you want to add before we leave it off for today?
Not anything that I can think of right off the bat. I know the variety that we're going to have in this next album is, we're always going to try and have that same type of variety in every album. I mean, we had it in Time to Kill, and then with this next album, I mean, we're even going to have songs, electric songs, like heavy songs, in a standard tuning, which you guys haven't heard one like that from us yet.
No,
you know what I mean? Like we're almost always in a drop tuning. They're fun to play in, but yeah, we end up writing this little thing in our version of standard tuning. Drop D sharp, or not drop D sharp tuning.
I was about to say, like, didn't you just say we're not doing one that's in drop?
It's not drop, stupid. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to that. So we're gonna have everything from a piano piece that we are gonna have on there.
Yeah.
That I'm so excited because Paul is gonna be playing that.
Yeah.
He's such a great piano player. And then we're gonna have like Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Heavy stuff on this album.
Yeah.
Rotten to the Core.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Hunger. Yeah. Hunger for War.
Hunger for War.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long one. I mean, we don't like pulling punches.
No.
We want to give you guys everything that we have to give.
Yeah.
And we'll do that as long as we're doing music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I doubt there's ever gonna come a day where all of a sudden you'll hear like, oh, Submit Thy Will decided to, put out like previously recorded unreleased tracks or whatever. It's like, no, we're putting out fucking everything we have.
Everything we have, we want to give it to you guys.
Yeah.
And our fans are our friends.
Yeah.
We love you guys. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Everybody who comes to a show, who wants to hang out after a show.
Yeah, wants to
means the world.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does.
So big shout out to you guys. You're the whole reason we're doing this.
Yeah. So I think that's a good place to leave it off for today. So we'll see you guys next time.
And the song you're hearing now is the demo for the song that we're recording currently, which is Tritamos.
Yeah.
So
at least part of it anyway.
At least part of it. We're not going to give it all away, but intro, outro song is Tritamos. So hasta pasta.
Hasta pasta, bro.